Okay, howdy, folks, and welcome to the 9 o'clock live. Now, we're going to try something tonight, which is Facebook has this thing where you can bring somebody else on the screen, and I used to do this sweet show with a local resident of Lower Manhattan, Alyssa Stein, who is on county committee. I got her to join county committee, but is also in her own right an expert in New York City schools and education system. So she's going to come on and talk to us about the school reopening program and all of this other really important stuff going. 10 minutes. Dorian, you know how it is sometimes. You just do. You know me well enough. You thought it wasn't, you know better than that. The live happens. The live always happens. If it doesn't happen, I post something up. In any event, Alyssa should be jumping in so that I can bring her on screen. Alyssa, comment if you're here so that I can bring you on screen. But that being said, let's start off. I'll just buy some time until she comes on. What do you think of Ilhan Omar, who might lose? Alyssa's here. Great. Except I don't have the option to bring you on screen because of course I don't, because freaking Facebook. I can bring Simon. Oh wait, no, I can bring Simon on screen, but not you for some goddamn reason. I freaking hate this. I don't know. We're gonna. This is ridiculous. I don't know why I can't bring you on screen, but oh, there we go. Anyway, do that. Deirdre, can you tonight? We actually have an agenda for this evening because Alyssa happens to be on tonight. So that's what we're going to do, and we'll get to that other stuff in the. But right now, I see Alyssa's coming in. It's connected. How's it going, Alyssa? Are you here? I think yes, I can see it.
Hey! Oh my God, that actually worked. Hi.
Hello. Okay, so as I mentioned, Alyssa and I used to do a show together like every week talking about local politics and whatnot. And then the pandemic happened and I couldn't go to her house anymore and we couldn't like shoot in her basement. So now we're here, but we're gonna have, I know, you've lost me. I know that, Alyssa, can you see me because you're a little rainy?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I'm in a room, but I see you and you sound fine.
Dorian, Ben's internet is garbage. It looks like because I'm streaming you and you're streaming me, that there's a little bit of trouble for everybody else on the line. So that's really annoying. It's eating up too much bandwidth for me to draw your video and then also send it out. Oh, well.
Okay.
Let's just do it anyway because it'll get saved and then people can watch it later. Screw it.
Okay, because it's always good to talk to you. We'll just have to figure out something else for next time.
Yeah.
So
we say.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you as well.
A zillion things to talk about. We could talk until tomorrow, honestly.
Yes, but the big things are happening today. The signal is getting better. It just takes time. Okay, so it's just catching up. Okay, so big thing for today. I think we all know what it is. Vice President pick came out.
Yeah, I know. That was very exciting. It was also very low drama. There was just this sort of like a little preference. It was just like a tweet, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got an email.
Because people kept texting me.
And I got a text.
I didn't get an email. I've been on Biden's list so many times, and I keep signing up so that I get like the exclusive whatever.
That's bullshit.
And then I fell off their email list. Yeah.
I gotta say, Barack Obama invented. He was the one who invented the sign up for text messages to be the first to know, and it was a whole thing because he ended up texting everybody at 3 a.m, who his vice presidential pick was, and now people use it as like a list building tool. What?
Yeah, that's exciting. I totally joined that list. But if you don't donate money, they bump you off.
Is that so?
Unless you give money. Well, I didn't donate, and I didn't get a text. So that's what I'm saying. I'm starting the rumor now.
Yeah, right. It's a pay-to-play system. We all know how it is. Establishment Democrats and all that.
I know. I donated to a mayoral candidate today.
Who? Really?
So I did. But it's another conversation.
We're going to talk about a mayoral candidate right after this. And parallels to a previous mayoral candidate. So first, let's just get down to the crux of it. Kamala Harris, does it for you or doesn't?
It does. I like her. I respect her. And the thing that I really super like about her is she's like a pit bull. She just goes for it and back down. And Biden is like so kind of mellow.
He's
and
mellow.
nice. And she's just going to go in there with like a hammer, like smack people on the head. And you can't call her names. You can't pull shit with her. She's just really ready to fight back. And I think that this campaign is going to need that with the crazy people who are running again. So to have somebody who's like a good arguer, who knows how to present herself, she's very well spoken. I think that this ticket really needs that.
People have certainly made the point or said as a positive thing that she's going to eviscerate Pence in the debates. I think that's probably true, although I don't much care for Kamala Harris for a singular reason, which is why I didn't support her in the primaries.
Yeah.
It all goes back to that one death row case. Are you familiar with this?
No. And if you're going to tell me about it, tell me quickly.
It won't take very long because it's a singular case. But what I will say before I launch into it is this is probably the last time I'll ever mention it, because I am dedicated to the Democratic ticket in this election, and we absolutely 100% need to pull it together and defeat Donald Trump for the sake of the democracy, as we say almost every night. That being said, cathartic moment, Kamala Harris, it came out during the primary when she was Attorney General of California, suppressed evidence, exonerating evidence in a death row case, which basically is saying, I don't care if this guy dies as long as my conviction record remains high.
That sucks.
That is pretty bad. In any event,
That's
I can't think of many worse things you could do, honestly, because that's effectively, in my mind, tantamount to murder. But
okay, but then you could be Trump, who tantamount to murder. 160,000 people are dead.
right, let me
So if you're going to weigh things here,
let me just clarify that that's right. Ultimately, this guy did get off. Ultimately, the evidence was released. No thanks to Kamala Harris, and the guy didn't die. So okay, the wheels of government
but it's a shitty thing
turn.
to do. Right,
Yeah,
it's pretty shitty thing to do.
but Donald Trump, has killed a lot more people. So
Right. So we have a very low bar here to be better than that, right? So in my vote, she's many things.
don't
Things.
get me wrong. Anything that you could say negatively about Kamala or Joe Biden, Trump and Pence have done 10, 100-fold. So okay,
Right.
I'm not
Right, so we're just
super
going with
excited, but I'm gonna go out and pretend that I am and behave as if I am.
But here's the deal, Ben. It's not like, okay, so you might not be super excited for her, right? But she's a woman of color.
Yeah, it's cool.
Right?
That's
the
nice.
storm. And it's like a really nice change from Sarah Palin, because she actually has experience and she's intelligent. So it's a woman of color as a vice presidential candidate who is qualified for the job. Like, that's also, she's a qualified for the job person. She's smart. So there are things to be excited about. There are many things to be excited about. And there are a lot of things for a lot of people in this country to be excited about. So
yeah, I voted for Elizabeth Warren in the primary, and I would have loved to see her.
I would have loved to see her too. And the other thing that I thought was kind of cool is that Kamala and I are basically the same age. It's nice to see somebody running who's not like 75.
Yeah. That's true. I'll give you that for sure. Yes.
Right. So that's another thing. So person of color, smart, lawyer, and not old, and not white, and not a man. Not old, not white, not a man. There you go.
I'll say that. Demographically speaking, Kamala is a great candidate, but I tend not to care so much about those things and care more about the person suppress evidence in a death row case.
And that's valid. But I was watching MSNBC before, and the talking heads who came on, who were so invigorated by a woman of color being nominated, and that goes for a lot more people than you, right? There are a lot of people out there who are just really,
of course.
Like, this is a watershed moment for people. So I appreciate the facts that you shared, but I also think that, like, reason to celebrate, and she brings vitality.
Yes, she brings vitality for sure, and a black woman being vice president and potentially being president at some point. So That's all legit. Listen, I was on Barack Obama's campaign when people thought a black person just couldn't be president. So I do appreciate that. I've helped elect
I hear ya.
or tried to elect Asian candidates. I mean, we had John Liu run for mayor and he got embroiled in a scandal, which is a perfect segue actually to our next topic, which is mayoral candidate Corey Johnson and what he just did. Because somebody asked about it yesterday. I don't know if you're aware of this, but
I did when you sent me a message before. I was like, wait, what? There's so much going on in the world right now. I have trouble keeping track of things, which is why we should do this more often. But this I didn't know, so tell me the story.
So we're going to go into this, and then we're going to do school reopenings. But so basically, it just came out the other day that, do you remember when everybody was talking about defunding the police by $1 billion?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty big.
$1 billion, right?
Right. But then they said that they did, but it actually was bunk. Oh, okay. So you didn't know that part? Okay.
I didn't know that part. Oh,
okay. So brief recap for everybody who's watching then. During the whole George Floyd protest, the call was defund the police in New York City, take away basically $1 billion from them, from the $6 billion budget. So the demand of $1 billion cut was closer inspection,